guys, I want you to take your time and look at these three different trades. They all have something in common, which is the USD. And because the USD is in common, this is actually going to give rise to our today's topic, the correlation in price action or the correlation of currency pairs. So let me take you back to the chart. Yeah. But let's go back to trading view so I can do some explanation. Like I've always said, trading, there are pairs that can be negatively correlated. Negatively correlated in a way that I mean that if Mr. A is going down, then Mr. B will be going up because they are negatively correlated. So Mr. B should be so if Mr. B is going up, Mr. A should be going down, or if Mr. A is going down, Mr. B should be going up. Example of trade like this are the US dollar, that's the dollar index, and the any other paid currency that is traded against dollar. So if the dollar index is strong, which is going up, then any other pair traded against dollar will be going down. Then if any other pair traded against dollar is going up, that means dollar is weak. Then dollar should be going down. Like for example, let me show you on the MT5 that dollar is weak and every other pair traded against dollar should be going up. So let me show you on the MT5. So this is DXY, which is the dollar index. And if you check on the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, so for like 2 days dollar currency has been dropping, and if you see we have gbp usd for like 2 days. gbp usd has been going up here, so this is it here. For 2 days gbp has been trading bullish, then the dollar index has been trading bearish. So this is example of a negatively correlated pair. So if this one is going up, the other one is going down. Now it's because the usd and the dollar is traded against gbp. Look at here, you see, we have GBP USD. Then for a pair that the dollar index is the spot currency like USD JPY, will also be dropping. Will be dropping because USD JPY having the dollar index as the base currency is going to actually play out the same thing that the DXY is playing out, because DXY is just the dollar, studying the dollar on its own. Then having the base currency, which is the actual currency, like the base currency is the strongest and USD is a major pair, so it's actually going to play out. Now, positively correlating pairs. Let me show you what a positively correlating pair is here on TradingView. So positively correlating pairs, so they actually play in line together, and I'm going to show you two different examples. So the chart are mostly the same thing or a slight difference. They have the same price action, just like this. Now you see they are very equal in price movement and they are the same. So let me show you example of positively correlating pairs. That's example is the JPY pairs. So if you check on the JPY pairs, let's check 4 hours. I'm currently on USJPY, and I think it's one example of positively correlating pairs. Let me show you example USJPY. So if you can see, USD has been dropping. Aside from the whole dollar index something, USD is also a correlating pair with every other JPY pairs. Just like we have AUD should be dropping because USD is dropping. Euro too. Euro is also dropping massively. You can see GBP too will be dropping because they are correlating pairs. And if you see GBP and Euro always have the same structure. GBP, you can see the structure here. You see that there is a imbalance around there. There's the opening gap. There's an imbalance around there for GBP So Euro JPY should have this almost exact structure. If you look at Euro JPY, might have almost, you see, is having almost the exact same structure, but there will be a slight difference. It's just like a second chart. See here, this imbalance has been closed. That's the difference, and the gap is a little bit. So if you want to check out other correlating JPY pairs, you also have AUD JPY. AUD JPY will be dropping too. So AUD JPY is dropping. Even CAD JPY. Let's check CAD JPY. CAD JPY is not here, but you can search for CAD JPY and you see that CAD JPY too will be dropping. JPY should be dropping. Even Chief JPY, all JPY currency pairs are actually easy to trade because they are correlating pairs. So look at CAD JPY. CAD JPY should be dropping also. You see, I traded CAD JPY that was previously, and you see it's actually dropping. If you want to check Chef JPY to confirm what I'm saying, you'll see that I know what I'm saying. Chef JPY, CHF JPY should be dropping too. That's just it. Just know your correlating pairs. So you see, all GPY pairs are actually correlating. Then that's just how you know that these ones are positively correlating pairs because they are actually reacting in the same direction at the same time. Yes, the same direction at the same time, unless there is a release of news on different pairs here, which might alter the direction. So knowing the correlating pairs already give you an idea to your directional bias. That's just it. So I think Euro USD and GBP USD should be another example of a correlating pairs. This is what Euro USD look like. Then let's see how GBP pairs also look like. So notice that Euro USD have this imbalance here. So because this is a positively correlating pairs, we want to see that GBP USD is also going to give us the same kind of formation here on price action. GBP USD. So you see, GBP USD did not really give us the exact. GBP USD do not have the exact same structure, but it also have this imbalance around here. You can see. So Euro USD and GBP USD are almost looking like the same thing, but they are not the same thing. Yeah, they are not the same thing, but they are positively correlating pairs. Which other pair? I think is Euro card and GBP card also are positively correlating pairs. So this is what Euro card looks like. And let me add GBP card. I'm actually giving you examples of correlating pairs. And one of the important of knowing a correlating pair is when you come to your chart and you look at a particular currency and maybe you're trying to get a particular spot in that currency pair and you're not getting your point of interest clearly, you can look at the other pairs that correlate with it to give you a good idea. So look at the GBP card. GBP card have imbalance around here. So you can actually call this your point of interest. Then you check Euro card to see if they are correlating. Yes, sometimes they don't correlate all of the time, but most times they are going to correlate. So you see, Euro card actually filled its own imbalance. That's just the difference. Most time it can be the due to news updates and some other reasons. That's why most pay might not really correlate 100%, but at most 70% they play out the same structure. They play out the same structure. Now if you look at my MT5, I'm actually trading um USD card, USD card. I'm trading USD card because I have this idea that the dollar index is bearish. I'm also trading USD JPY because I know that the dollar index is bearish and I should be out of the I already should be out of this trade because price has filled up this imbalance here. This is a new week opening gap. Then I'm also on this trade USD CHF. Still, I'm supposed to exit around this level here too because I was expecting this reaction. So this is what I have been doing for some time because most times I don't get a clear setup, but I can just use the idea of a correlating pair to trade, and that was how I was able to actually analyze and enter the three trades on this market here. So I should go back to my MT5 to exit this trade. So guys, this is where I'll end this video. For correlating pairs, you can see browse them. You can see browse them. You can still browse them, do a little bit research on the correlating pairs, but I just want to tell you that not all pairs do correlate at the same time. Yes, so not all pairs or not all the times that they do correlate up to 70%. So you also browse the percentage of correlation. But for me, having the overall bias of dollar index is what is giving me the whole directional bias for USD card, USD CHF, and USD GPY. That was how I was able to get these three setups. So do well to subscribe to my channel. If you don't really understand, I also have another video I posted on correlating pairs. You can still watch that one. But if you have a question, you can join my community where I am trying to build a little bit community. Chat me up on WhatsApp. If there's any other explanation I need to do for you, then yeah, I'll do it just so that you can understand. Comments, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help me boost my subscribers to 300 subscribers. That's what I'll be looking at for this month. So do well to engage in this video. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye bye.